recognize it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Slam, kill. Shift. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stick, screenplay, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. third down. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Colts. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
180.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
X3, 218, hit it.
Off play action, it's Stick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Rivers. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Move, hey, I 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 22, Stick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Easy. You draw Corker.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
12. Get that ball. Watch the eye. 80 weapon.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Check. 61. Matchbox light.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man, it's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Stick looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Mike's 49.
To throw again on second down. Stick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. There he goes inside the 30. That's complete to Meredith. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now Stick. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
Here we go. 8-3.
Stick looks to throw it again. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Third and long for Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Stick. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Adam Vinatieri, the oldest player in the NFL, on for the Colts field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Quincy Wilson in on the stop. From the 25 on 2nd down, Stick. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll make it third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, only go one play, 89.
Rivers to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Desmond King making the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here,
ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.